Hi everybody, welcome back. This is the new moon in Leo. It is the black moon. Black moon meaning this is the second new moon in one calendar month. Before I started here, I was smudging the cards. I pulled some oracle cards. I'm going to read these at the end. They're pretty fantastic. I'm not going to give it away right now. I'm doing a cleanse video. It's going to be like smudge with me. So if you'd like to check that out, I'm going to put the link in the description box for that one. And you can just imagine things burning away, letting go of what you need to let go of, because that's what this Leo new moon is kind of about. It's going to spark a fire that is going to reach its full blaze and full benefit by the full moon in Aquarius in the middle of the month. So anything that you've still been struggling to let go of, anything that you can't quite cleanse out all the way, or that you thought you did in the past and then you realize some things have come back or whatever, yada yada, now is that time. Where I'm at in the world, Eastern Standard Time, the new moon is going to be at midnight tonight. So midnight of it turning August 1st, 00 hours is when the new moon will be exact. Yeah, I'm going to pull some cards and read from the oracle deck, but I also wanted to read from Inside Degrees for something that happened yesterday, which was Mercury retrograde in Cancer at 23 degrees, conjunct the moon in Cancer yesterday at 23 degrees. These are kind of, just to explain Inside Degrees, it's descriptions of every degree of the zodiac, but it is kind of an imagery and poetry and this very ethereal, dreamy atmosphere of a description in most instances. Just to preface that if you're not familiar with the book. A man putting together pieces of broken pottery, Cancer, 23 degrees. Nothing works anymore. The form of things is breaking apart. In your mind's eye, you can remember how it once went, and you can certainly try to put it back together as it was. There's something about doing this that teaches you all kinds of things. And when you're called inside to reconstruct the old world and somehow keep it together one way or another, you must do it. One lesson you will eventually learn is how the mind works and why it's convinced that this task is so very necessary. But meanwhile, there is an elegance, sophistication, and cultured touch and sensibility that provides entry into so many fascinating worlds. Karmic recapitulation. That's a hard word to say. Karmic recapitulation. Going back to the same places to do the same things can be quite a story to tell. Every bit of it is ebbing as it happens. All of your constructions in mind and outer form cannot hold on much longer. But the ego mind is most tenacious and insistent in such destiny verges, hoping to postpone the deluge one more delicious moment. So what I get out of that is kind of the implosion of all that is. And I thought it was particularly poignant for a new moon, especially a Leo new moon. Because new moons are always these juxtapositions of everything that is and everything that never was. The light and the dark. The destruction of everything and the creation at the same time is generally the vibe. And that's what 23 degrees of Cancer was sort of described as. But it's that moment of desperately trying to hold it together because it once was real in your mind, which in a way makes it always real, which brings me to that point of letting go. Anything that you want to get rid of, don't hold on to it consciously anymore, because thoughts are things. I say it all the time. So this Leo new moon is Leo at 8 degrees. You know, obviously this is moon conjunct the sun at 8 degrees. That's why you have a dark moon. A young woman sits at a piano and improvises beautiful music. Aristocracy and fine breeding open a space for the inner heart to sing. Being aware that you are given manifest advantages which make it likely that your talents and abilities can flourish. Past life attainment pulls in present lifetime congenial context, but a shadow creeps over this beautiful scene. You take on how others see you and reflect you, which leads to, in one direction, becoming the performer who plays to the audience, losing your center, and in the other direction, to becoming the one who suppresses and feels guilty about outstanding individual attributes and colludes in going against yourself. Many possible directions. It all depends upon ripening to be simultaneously proud and humble, magnificent and sober. A path of character evolvement with many places to get lost and a very strong will to work through it all. Becoming fully who you are in a way that gives to everybody and takes nothing away from anybody anywhere. So we have a big growth opportunity coming out of this new moon if we can just let go of the things that we are only keeping real in our mind because they actually shattered a long time ago. So this is this crazy deck that I've had forever that I don't know if anybody else knows where you could get this. I've never found it for sale. Just showing some cards so you can see the way the artwork is. It's a Judgment card. It's really unique. It's an adaptation of playing cards. It's called the Tarot of the Witches. I've had it for, more than half of my life. And it is from 1974 by U.S. Game Systems of Switzerland. And the box was printed in the U.S. So this is an ideal tarot card for covens, private meetings by witches, warlocks, and followers of the occult. Something I got from a store by me years ago that is now out of business. I was like 13 or 14. It's my first full deck, and then I got my Rider-Waite's here. They're ancient too, so I'll be using those. Gonna just pull a couple cards here, see what we get. What is the advice for this new moon in Leo? Seems like that wanted to come out. I wonder if it's gonna make me go back around. That is a lot of cards. I'll see what those are in a minute. What's the advice for this new moon in Leo? Oh my god, really? I saw a flash of green, so I'm pretty sure it went ahead and come out from when it wanted to. So we've got 7 of Cups upright, 8 of Cups, or no, 9 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, and what's all in this crazy big stack here? The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords in reverse. The 7 of Swords in reverse, which I guess that's a good thing to have in reverse. High Priestess upright, the Chariot upright, the Knight of Wands upright, and 10 of Wands in reverse. That's beautiful. Beautiful energy. Okay. The Knight of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Some of you may be dealing with a water or air sign or combination of in the chart that may be complicating you trying to clear your energy of deception and burden. you've moved past this. Like I said, we are clearing what only exists in our mind because we, through our thoughts, are making it real. Because as you see, these burdens are already gone. And we have a lot of choices ahead of us. And we will be called upon to not juggle and make a clear choice, one way or the other. But there is a caution in the message. Maybe don't be too harsh and emotionless, because it can lead to a lack of wish fulfillment. Some sort of feeling that you didn't exactly get what you want. But the energy is fantastic. This is, superior clarity and forward movement. And kind of just, to me, it's some sexy juju, really. And I don't mean that in a strictly sexual kind of way. I mean, just this is yummy energies, really. This is like drop the issues, burn everything to the ground, and move somewhere else that's gorgeous and lush and wonderful and fantastic energies and all of the things. All of the things quickly, clearly, by the time of the light of the moon. And I mean, the High Priestess, too, is a new moon card. She is the dark side of the moon, basically. She is the ultimate of clarity. Seems like everybody's kind of been through some things here, though. Because if this were to be us, Queen of Swords in reverse is... If she is the us or collective energy, she's had a rough way of it and had definitely some hard choices to make. Some of which were painfully, emotionally challenging. Led to a lack of wish fulfillment, but at the same time, the breaking of a burden. That led to now there's more choices opened up. And these choices have been opened up for a while, and now it's come this time to choose. What is it? Let's look some more here, since we've gone through those. What does the collective need to choose by the time of the Aquarius full moon at the middle of the month? As the moon is building in light, what choice needs to be made? Or what choice will be made? What's the most important message for the collective on this choice? Oh, interesting. Okay, so then we have a card flipped in the deck. The Ace of Cups is flipped in the deck. All my cards are facing one direction, obviously. And it flipped itself in the shuffle. Okay, so the advice as far as this choice that needs to be made. You're getting this wonderful gift of emotional fulfillment and clarity being given to you by the universe if you do not get too distracted with this choice. We have Seven of Cups that has come out in the upright and the reverse, along with two gifts from the universe. Practical gifts and stability and emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment, emotional stability this can just be your cup is fully replenished. You have burned through the negative things and you're starting a couple of cycles afresh. So if this is positive mental health and stability, gorgeous. If this is coming in for you after the new moon, because you're coming from a time of major instability, you can't ask for any more than that. It's just don't allow yourself to get too distracted with the ooh shiny. You have a lot of options. Be cautious not to make the wrong one. Because what this is telling me is that you know in your heart, if you center and pay attention, you know the answer to what this question is for you as an individual. I'm going to leave it at that with the reading. That is it. Plain and simple. If it resonated for you guys, let me know in the comments below. That'd be fantastic. As always, I love your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments. Literally make my day. So, when I was shuffling before this video, the Eagle King came out of the Oracle deck. This is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So, the big picture and angelic help, it's a number 3 or 12. The Winged Wise Ones, angelic help. Miraculous aid, it's a 7. It's spiritual ascension. So, an epiphany. Basically, these gifts, the aces, the gifts from the universe, are going to lead you to some level of spiritual ascension, enlightenment, aid. Miraculous happenings can come out of this energy. Sevens are a wonderful thing to pull at a new moon, because that is the number of spiritual enlightenment, attainment, blessings, ascension. So the Eagle King is ally, a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. The Eagle King soars high above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. 7 of Cups. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up toward the sun and releases them to the divine. They'll be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. And then the Winged Wise Ones is even better. Always allies and never challengers. The Winged Wise Ones represent aid of all the angels. When you enter their realm, know that your sincere prayers will be answered according to the will of the divine. This also represents divine intervention and the potential miracles to heal and transform as if by magic. Have faith, whatever your circumstances. Heavenly beings are watching over you. The Winged Wise Ones give you a glimpse of the future by offering messages whispered on the wind. These are translated within you as inspired thought, instantly unraveling the past and revealing the present. Be aware of the higher consciousness in you. It's a good time to observe your thoughts through meditation. Who is observing these thoughts? That self is kin to the Winged Wise Ones who've come to help you soar. So the 7 of Cups is like a huge, huge warning that we're going back to kind of a restore point or a reset. You can burn away everything that isn't serving you, and there's going to be opportunities that's going to come in and immediately fill that vacuum that's created by removing one thing and creating space is going to draw in things to you. You're going to have a lot of choices and a lot of options, and the energy is going to shift. Don't get bogged down in the details, and don't let yourself get too distracted with all the choices. You, in your intuition and within your heart, know what you need to do and what is going to be your best option of those 7 cups. I want to say blessings to everybody. Happy new moon in Leo. I hope that this is a gorgeous clearing for you, and that you're able to center and focus yourself well enough to accept those blessings of abundance and fulfillment coming in from the universe. And I wanted to show you guys the offering plate that I have made for this new moon ritual. I hope that you guys will take an opportunity to do an energy clearing for yourself. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.